What's up, guys? Welcome to another Arcades Anonymous. We got a great show for you guys, and we have a bunch of people in here right now. Don't worry, it won't be chaos the whole time, but I want to kind of get everybody out here from the back end. So welcome, everybody. We got Todd from Nerd Lounge Master 84. We got Phil, PD7, Joel, G.I. Joel, Daniel from BiggggyD's Arcade, Stephen Haywood from the Tech Buzz Gaming Show, or just the Tech Buzz Gaming, and Mike, the bad guy, Whirly. So welcome, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I do want to. I think most of the watchers who are joining us right now, and thanks so much everybody for kind of joining us, and thanks for my panelists for being so patient during that 5-minute intro that felt so much longer to all of you guys in the private chat. I do want to say you guys probably don't know Joel. So Joel is G.I. Joel, and he's been involved with the Discord community, right? And so tell us a little bit about yourself, Joel, and then we're going to kick you off. No, I'm kidding.
Sure. Yeah. So, as some of you guys know me from the chats, I'm G.I. Joel. They kind of left the door open and unlocked in the discourse channel, and I snuck in and kind of never left. So, been hanging out in there with these guys, chatting and stuff. And I don't know. I work at home, and I need some breaks and things like that at times in between meetings. And so jump on the Discord and chatting with people. And
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, people are saying hi. Everybody's Sam says hi, Joel. BCB says yo, Joel. Love Joel. Chaotic says that. Obviously, Chaotic's your buddy on Discord. We're all kind of buddies on Discord. So we have a little bit. So one of your roles on our Discord channel is you're going to now be in charge of a competition that we have for pinball, right? So you kind of you have this program that you use that generates a random pinball game on all three of the Arcade 1-Up cabinets. Now we might go to At Games. We might do some other cabinets later on, but right now you're just focusing on Arcade 1-Up, right?
Yep. Yeah. So it kind of started off because, with our Arcade 1-Ups, we don't have leaderboards. So it's tough to know, where you really place. Probably, if everybody's like me, I'm on the number one slot of my table, but I'm also the only person that plays it in my arcade. So,
yeah. So part of the community that we want to do is like kind of draw people in and kind of have almost as prizes, so to speak. And you're kind of involved with that. But right now, I'd love to have you talk about these winners. And we're going to do a little video on who won this week or the last couple weeks on the actual pinball cabinets and the arcade cabinets. Chaotic's going to come on in a little bit, a couple weeks, maybe next week, and he's going to talk about the winner for the arcade. But right now, let's talk about, if I can find it, here's the winners.
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Cone of shame. That's what I got to end on.
You forgot a zero on that end of that.
Yeah, sure we did. 200.
The comma was in the wrong place.
Oh, that's hilarious. I gotta do that, man. I love it. So anyway, so Joel, how was that process kind of this week? I mean, it's brand new. We're going to continue to do it. I mean, I want to get Zims on here, the real Zims, to do fighting so we can have competitions on our Discord and just have a lot of good community in there. But MG's here. Welcome, MG. But MG. So anyways, who were you surprised with the most? Like what happens?
So yeah, it was, just mostly it's meant to be a fun, laid back, easygoing thing, just for people that love playing pinball and want to relax and clear their mind during the week, but also to do a little bit of score chasing during the week with some friends. Sweet. And, compare the scores. So the idea is, like you mentioned, I found an app that'll generate random tables. Mm-hmm. So we pick 3 tables for the week, one from the Marvel cabinet, one from the Star Wars, and one from the Williams. And so we'll pick one of those tables. And the nice part is when I usually jump on my table, I usually always jumping on the same table because I have my go-to table that I enjoy and have fun. This is kind of getting me to explore some of those other tables and play and get some exposure to them. So we're all kind of having fun. As you can see, there's only a few of us right now, and so we need a bunch of people to jump on and bump those scores up and give us all something to chase after.
Yeah. What happens if you have at games?
Well, hold on real quick. I'm still going to post the lowest score, which will be Mike Worley generally for the arcade. I'm still going to always kind of post that, Joel, if that's okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Not on Star Wars.
Yeah, I know.
Not on Star Wars.
Not on Star Wars. You own.
So yeah, that's how it kind of got started, was for the arcade 1-up cabinets, but we've opened it up to include everybody. So if you have a at games cabinet with a Steam running a PC inside of it, right now we're focused on just those 3 tables, kind of the Zen studio set of tables. So if you have them on your Switch, I have a multi-cade that I've built that I have a Switch connected to that I've been playing a few of them on. And we've been doing a little bit of comparison to make sure that the tables kind of run similarly and the scores aren't too different from table to table, to make sure that, it's still a friendly competition. But
awesome. And we're going to, before I let you go, we're going to have some prizes too. You're involved in the process of making these aluminum coins as prizes with Arcades Anonymous as like a logo, and on the back, pinball. It's just like a really cool thing that you're in the process of making. So I thank you for that, man. Thank you so much. And thanks for being on. I know it was a short time. I want to get to a bunch of the content here. We have so much to go over, but Joel, thank you for being on, brother. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Joel.
Thanks.
All right, now let's talk about Joel. Let's talk about how he's still in the back end. What is this ruckus? P-Dubs says. P-Dubs, come on, man. You're always so positive all the time lately, No. All right, so we talked about the Discord winners. We talked about actually P-Dubs didn't even get involved in that. Whatever. Phil,
well, you know what? Do you know why that is?
Why is that?
Because he can never beat me in any of the tables or the arcades. So what he does is he'll get a high score, and then I'll beat it, and then he'll sit there and instead of working when he's at home, and he'll sit there and try, and then he'll beat me by 100 points, and then I have to go back and beat him again.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the ongoing story.
Okay. All right. That's from your point of view. When I do counseling, Steve, there's usually one person's point of view, another person's point of view, and then there's the truth somewhere in the middle. So anyways, no. Okay. So G.I. Joel, love you, buddy. That's what MG says. All right. So Phil, we're going to talk about you. Your section is next. So what I want to try to do for Arcades Anonymous from the future is kind of break it up into sections so each person kind of owns. And so Phil, this is kind of your section. And you're going to be talking about some Arcade 1-Up products, some things that you're doing. So before we get to that, I want to show this maybe 5 or 6 times in a row. I will. This is my favorite intro video ever. Just look at this. I mean, you're like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, you're the tiger.
Go ahead, Phil. Take it, man.
So recently, I've sold a couple of Arcade 1-Ups in preparation for all the deluxe cabinets. I picked up the Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe and the Class of 81 Deluxe. And I recently sold 2 of my countercades. First of all, the NBA Jam countercade and the Marvel Superheroes countercade. And the reason I sold both of those is I do have the 3/4 scale NBA Jam in the basement. And on the MVSX behind me, I do have the Hilo Hack, which has every Capcom game on it, basically.
Sure.
So there was no reason to keep those. It's just clutter. I'm trying to whatever I can fit in this room, a little bit of an overflow in the basement. And I do have that golden tee in the back living room. That's it. I'm just trying to be a little bit more organized with the arcades. But I had to sell my Capcom Legacy Street Fighter 2 and my Mortal Kombat 2 Midway Legacy.
Okay.
And And I've been saying I was going to get rid of these for a long time, months ago. Like these were going to be my first 2 cabinets I sold. I had 3 Street Fighter 2 cabinets in this room, and I'd say I wanted to let everybody know what I was going to get for these. And it's not as much as you think, and that's something to think about. Like, if you're going to get another cabinet, and well, I'll sell this one, we'll pay for it. It might pay half. I mean, Mike, what are you trying to get your Mortal Kombat 2 for?
Well, I originally listed it for $350, and that didn't happen. I was probably asking a bit much, but I ended up settling for $250, which is half of my deluxe cabinet. So,
and I got 200 for mine, and I got 200 for the Capcom Legacy. So I mean, we're looking at the deluxe are $499, so almost half. Almost covered half of those.
Real quick, Phil. Chaotic. Brian wants to know if he can arm wrestle you so that he can, if you break his arm, he can get workers' comp.
In Cleveland.
Okay.
In Cleveland, we'll arm wrestle and we'll do right and left.
Are we doing rounds like everybody on the panel?
Hey, is Brian going to Cleveland? Is he going to Cleveland?
Oh, I thought Brian was going to Cleveland.
He is.
Yes, he is.
I think he's taking his wife.
Biggie, you for sure are going to Cleveland. I'm going to.
Yeah, I've already got my flight booked, so I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
I'll be getting there Friday and leaving on Monday.
Okay.
And I want to state that I will not be arm wrestling, Phil, because I am not that stupid.
Yeah.
But you will be in.
You're going to be in
Cleveland, though.
You will be in Cleveland.
I will be in Cleveland hanging out with you all, but I will not arm wrestle Phil because I already can tell you he will break my arm.
We have to find out if we're leaving Monday or Sunday. Like Mike, you thought you were leaving Sunday night, right?
Sunday. Yeah, probably going to, just because I can drive.
We'll have to figure that out because Biggie's there till Monday.
Oh, yeah,
but that could change.
Monday. There was no way for me to fly out on Sunday. The flights were too expensive. So
Matt, you're in the chat, Matt. How long are we staying till Sunday night or Monday morning?
If you guys are staying till Monday, I'm going to stay till Monday too.
Well, if everybody's staying till Monday,
I might stay till Monday now. I mean,
the convention's going on Sunday as well.
Probably talk to my wife before making decisions.
Anyone in the chat, have you sold any arcade one-ups at games, iArcades? Are you thinking about it? Are you having a hard time selling any of this? I thought I was going to have a really hard time parting with this stuff because I didn't really plan on selling them this soon. The Mortal Kombat 2 I bought at the Red Cross event, so I didn't even have it like a year. I mean, that was last summer. I think I got it in August.
But tell me the truth, though. Weren't you kind of excited to get rid of them so that you can purchase these other newer ones? Is that kind of where you find yourself, or are you still hard? Is it hard?
I was, but prior to that, I was having a hard time. I thought that Capcom Legacy would stick around, but I mean, getting rid of one Mortal Kombat 2 for another, I mean, that's a no-brainer. You know, you get a better version, you get the online play, you get a better form factor. But the Capcom Legacy, I was shocked. More people contacted me on the Mortal Kombat 2 than on the Capcom Legacy.
Really?
And altogether, somebody bought both countercades. So I got 220 for both of the countercades, and then 200 each for Capcom and Midway. And I saved all the boxes, guys. I have every box I have for all my arcades in my attic, and the guy that bought the Mortal Kombat took the box, but the guy that took the Capcom Legacy didn't have. I had to throw the box away today.
So the boxes are not selling points at all.
They're not.
They do not increase your resale value whatsoever.
I don't save my boxes.
Did you add it to your ad?
Yeah, they're too big, Biggie.
I
way
took
too
a picture
big.
of it and everything. You know.
Oh, fantastic! Good job.
Console fanboy Zohar's like, I'm selling my Shinko Hadouken since you're asking. Having a Street Fighter cab near my Mortal Kombat cab.
No, Zohar, you just got it for $3.99.
I think it depends on the area you're living in and I'm not starting a war, so nobody start a war in the chat room. But I've been trying to sell my iArcade for the last 4.5 months and not one bite on it.
Really?
I wish we were close. I would buy it.
Well, and then I had 2 other cabinets, arcade one-ups that I took out. I just ended up giving them to the kids at the church because nobody was biting on them. So I think it's the demographic where you live. So I kind of agree with these guys. Like, it's hard to sell them. Like, I know Jade, she can sell them like in 24 hours out in California. Like, I don't know what y'all got going on out there, but
wait, she can sell them for what?
She can get them sold in 24 hours for like $300-400. I don't know how she's flipping them. Like
they're selling pretty quick in Arizona. I check every day,
crazy.
Facebook Marketplace, and within days, these arcade one-ups are selling. There's very few you'll see week after week.
Not around here. Like you can find Pac-Man on like Facebook Marketplace for like $99.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's the OG one. It's not like
Right.
It's first gen, but
Well, not to play advocate here, but just because you and I were talking the other day, Steven. So you have the Dig Dug. You got it for $199. You could sell it for
don't
$199.
do it, Phil. Don't
You
do
could
it,
totally
Phil.
get $200 for
I
it.
can't hear you, Phil. I can't hear you, Phil.
You could get.
No, Phil. They have one left in Youngstown. Don't do it to me, Phil. My wife is watching. Don't
Dude,
do
the
this.
form factor.
No, I really
nothing.
did think about it.
I got nothing. That was awesome. So
Oh,
Sam,
yeah,
real quick, Samson says he's keeping his legacy cabs. I mean, the ones that don't go online, for me, that's where the clincher is, because that's why I would sell some of these so that I could go online, right? So that we can now, because this community is getting pretty strong. I feel like there's a lot of people say, oh, this is kind of toxic. Da, da, da. For me, I'm like, I'm in love with this community. It's given me so much encouragement. Every single person's been even people are like, oh, negative. I'm having such a good time with those people too, so it's just, I don't know. It to me, like, I need to play online. I got to be with people and hang out with them, and that's why I might get rid. Although my first gen, I'm switching to a Sega and a Switch. I'm going to have the intact tops for that.
But the more form factors that they come out, we're going to have to get rid of some. That's if they're going XL, if they're deluxe, whatever they're going to go in the future. That's what we're going to be swapping out for.
But can I ask a dumb question, but a smart question? Why did Arcade 1-Up create the Pac-Man and the Miss Pac-Man with the exact same games minus Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man?
Or elevator action, right?
Well, I think there's one other one on each of the cabinets. Like, so Phil, like, if you wanted to go out and buy get all the stacked deluxe cabinets, you have every single game twice, just about every single game.
Well, the Pac-Man's going to be different than Class of 81.
How so?
Well, Class of 81 has 12 games. That's the original PCB from the OG Class of 81. And the Pac-Man Deluxe is 14. So you have the Super Pac-Man, the Pac-Mania. There's no Pac-Man on Class of 81. It's just your Ms. Pac-Man.
You also have Rolling Thunder on Pac-Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, yeah, and that's on both of them. And I think Galaga 88's on both of them. But
Galaga isn't Galaga 88 and Galaxian, aren't they all on both of them?
They are on both of them, but you're getting Pac-Man on the Pac-Man cabinets, and you're only getting the Ms. Pac-Man on the Class.
You don't get Pac-Mania.
That's true. To me, though, those games, like, I don't know, those aren't selling points to me. Rolling Thunder is. But
Galaga 88.
Yeah, that is actually.
Well, and I get it. Like with Mortal Kombat, they put Rampage on there. Like, why would I get rid of my 3-player Rampage to play a 2-player Rampage that's actually a 3-player game?
Yeah.
Online, though, you're getting the online play.
I get it, but you're not playing it to its truest arcade format. Again, I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
No, I agree with you. I agree. The same with Knights of the Round. We can't play 3-player Knights of the Round on the Big Blue.
See, those should have been standalone cabinets, in my opinion. But
but Steve, I actually totally disagree with you. Because of that online presence, you could probably play 3 people online.
But wouldn't you rather see them bring out another Rampage as a deluxe cabinet standalone with the same games like Joust and Gauntlet on it? So you can do 4 players?
I'd like them to do a Gauntlet, to tell you the truth. If they're going to do a different one, I'd like them to do a Gauntlet. I think.
Okay, so they did a deluxe Gauntlet, but then you have the 3 players.
I would want more 3-player games on there. Yeah, I mean, the original Gen 1 3-player is janky. I mean, it's tough to play. It is,
but like the kids play it all the time at the church, man. They play all 3 kids playing Rampage.
Yeah, they do.
They would shoot me if I pulled that out of there.
Yeah,
there's some speculation that we're going to get a Rampage cabinet. If you were watching Console Kits last night, he pointed this out. But right behind the Infinity game board on the thumbnail is Rampage. So there is some speculation that's what we're getting. And World Tour possibly, and then you could put Gauntlet 2, and maybe even Dark Legacy, and do like an XL. That would be
Dark
really
Legacy would be sick. Actually, that would be really cool. They don't have those out yet on any of the cabinets, do they?
No, they don't have 2 or Dark Legacy.
Well, that was only a Japanese release, I thought. Dark Legacy.
I don't believe so, but maybe.
I'm thinking of consoles. I'm thinking of consoles like Sega Genesis Time. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, I think for me, like seeing how the cabinets do like here, I'm just going to actually turn them into, like I said, I'll turn them into so I can play NES. I'm going to turn it into so I can play Sega Genesis and kind of give them new life. That's what I did with my other Street Fighter, because I had 2 Street Fighters. And I turned one of them into a Pandora's box through, I forget the company. But
is it just me, or is the vinyl nicer on these cabinets too? Because I watched Phil's, I watched Mike's, and I watched yours, Dan. And the vinyl looks so much more glossy and rich in color on these deluxe cabinets. I hate you, Phil. It looks a bit different.
It's okay. Yeah.
It looks a bit different. Can you guys confirm that? Does it seem like better vinyl?
So I don't have the original one to compare it to, but it's, I mean, to me, there's really not that much of a difference. I don't know. What do you think, Phil? What do you think, Mike?
I'm looking at Marvel vs. Capcom 2 right now. I mean, you got Shinku behind me. It's the same as.
Is it the same?
MK2.
That's what I figured. It was the same. And maybe just because it's brand new, it shines a little bit better. But
better print, maybe.
I mean, the marquee might be a step better than the Shinku behind me, maybe. But it's pretty close.
Have y'all played online yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. With the 3 y'all have it, you should be able to get that.
Yeah, maybe right after this, we'll go play online, guys. And we'll
so it'll be like Marvel. Dan will be in one arena, and Phil will be in another arena, and Mike will be spectating, and he'll be watching them both standing still because they both think they won.
Where's the punch button? That's what I want to know. I haven't played. I literally haven't played it. So I was talking to Zohar just for a second, because he's like the king of Mortal Kombat. I don't know if you guys know that. Like, I don't think I've seen anybody beat that guy on Mortal Kombat. And I was like, he's like, hey, you want to play? And I was like, not really, no. Like, unless you want to teach me, you know. And that's he just asked on this channel. He's like, who's best between the 3 of us? And I was like, I have absolutely no idea. But
yeah, I'm not me. I'm the worst out of the 3 of us.
I'm not very good either.
Oh, then I think I could take you guys.
I mean, it'd be a good contest.
I asked Zohar. I said, hey, do you ever any desire to like play any beat 'em ups on the Shinku? You know, we both have that cabinet. He goes, that sounds really boring.
We played the iArcade PD7 the other night. It went pretty well. We went all the way through Warrior Blade from start to finish.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Minutes.
The graphics, you know, for the TN monitor on iArcade, it's a great monitor. It's a great screen.
As long as you're standing in front of it. Now, if you get really low, where I'm sitting right now, it's not so great. But as soon as I stand up, or if I'm sitting in a stool right in front of it, it looks great.
Yeah, we'll have to play that again this weekend.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And there was some lag at first. I'll admit it. There was a little lag, but then it got better. I think
not as bad as Double Dragon when we tried
Double
that
Dragon
one.
was horrible. It was unplayable.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
MG
And
says
it's a slow game. Double Dragon's a slow game.
Are you seeing this
Double
Joker
Dragon
in here?
has lag problems already. Though.
Oh, dude, I love that guy. So I'd like to think of myself as a vinyl connoisseur. So I can't. So stupid. I love
Who
it.
let this guy out of his cage, man? Come on.
Dude, anybody can beat anyone with Sonya. That was the way I could beat people when I didn't know how to play, and the way I'm still most likely to win. Yeah, I don't know. You have obviously. I mean, Thor. If you haven't seen Console Fanboy play, you should watch the show where he just destroys. It's like it's not even fun for him. He's like, this is boring. When can
It's
I
like the computer on like super hard.
I know.
Yeah, wasn't he eating pizza during one championship he was playing?
So what they're trying to say is playing Zohar is like arm wrestling Phil.
That's
He ain't gonna win. That's the reality here. I'll just break it down for you.
You'll have a
So-
better chance beating me in arm wrestling than beating him in Mortal Kombat.
Way to bring it back, Steve. I like it. All right. So anything more on that? I have so much stuff to go through. We can come back to this. Why don't we come back to this? But for now, let's get into what Zohar says. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Let's get into, I want to get into Mike's intro. And Mike, you're going to bring us a little bit about your shtick, if that makes sense. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, hey, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. This is you, man.
Look at
is
this
you.
page I just turned to. I have to share this. This was totally unplanned. I mean, if that's not the most 90s thing.
Hang
You
on,
guys see it?
Mike. I got to find my wallet here because I have a feeling this is going to cost me something.
Yeah, this is issue number 8, I think.
Okay,
January
all right.
1990.
You just pick some random.
I got it. All right,
Yeah, it was like the
all right,
most
we're good,
90s room of all time. All right, so if you haven't figured it out already, we're going to be talking about Batman for the NES. And probably a lot of other things, old school Batman. Go ahead, Dan.
You want me to play it? You can
Yeah.
talk over it. All right, let's play
Yeah,
it.
go for it. Let him see a little bit.
All right.
So, yeah,
here.
that is that a game any of you guys have ever played?
I
For
think
the
I remember
Sega.
playing that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Steven's shaking his head.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of similarities between that and Ninja Gaiden with the whole jumping off the walls and everything. In my opinion, that's one of the probably most greatly underappreciated games on the whole system. You know, yeah,
Really?
yeah. I mean, it pretty much has everything. You know, when you think of great games, you know, what do you usually think of, right?
Super
For the
Mario
NES,
Brothers.
yeah, Mario Brothers. What else? Zelda.
Zelda. Yeah.
Yep.
Metroid.
Yep.
Narc is pretty good for NES.
It is actually really.
Dragon's Lair.
It's a
Dragon's Lair.
great
I think
one.
of Dragon's Lair.
Don't even get me started on Dragon's Lair. Yeah, Narc. Yeah, Narc's one. I can't believe they even released that for the NES. It's just,
I know that's a good game.
yeah, it is. But I mean, Batman, it's got great graphics. It has smooth controls. One of the best. You heard the music. It has one of the best soundtracks on the system. I mean, no joke.
Yeah, what year did that game come out?
1990. It was
Okay.
right
Right,
after
1
the
year
release.
after.
Yep, right after the release.
I had
of
all the
the
Batman
movie.
toys back then. I had the Batmobile toy.
Oh
with
yeah, so did I.
plastic.
The missile launcher.
Well, no, it had like a plastic.
Oh, the outer shell.
cover.
Yes, it had the
Yeah.
hard shell.
Mhm.
Do you have the Batwing where you had the handle?
I had that too. Yeah, it shot
Mhm.
the little suction cup darts.
Yep.
Man, those things are worth a fortune now. The only thing I still have is the original Batman action figure in its
original.
bubble wrap.
But did you
Like
have
In its bubble, you know.
did you have the superpowers version
Yeah, the
of Batman and
superpowers.
Robin?
No,
Where
I
you
did
squeeze the legs and they would do their punching or
No,
kicking
I have the Robin that it does the karate chop action, but not the Batman.
Yep.
But yeah, anyways, everybody knows who Batman is. I mean, so
Yeah, I was like 10 years old when that game came out, and
Wait,
I
how
was
old are
super
you?
into Batman.
How old are you, Big?
I'm 41.
41. Okay, you're young.
Still the
Okay.
youngest here.
No, Mike's the youngest.
no, I think Todd.
I
What do you?
think Todd
38.
38.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
Dude, what the freak are you doing here, man? You're way too young. You're not
He's
in the
past
right
that
zone.
time.
Kicking me out. All right.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know about this. No, that's cool. Okay, so Batman, to me, I love that game. I played that one religiously when I was a kid. And so, because it was just so different. Plus, I love the 89 Batman game. And I don't know. I mean, why do you think it's underrated or underappreciated?
I mean, just look up any top 10 list, you know, top 20 list. For some reason, it always seems to get left out. Because, like, you know, and that's for a reason, because there is so many great other games. And it's like, well, are you going to pick Super Mario Brothers 3 or, you know, or Batman? It seems like it just gets left out.
But I
it's
mean,
a movie game.
kind of
Yes.
rightly so, though. I mean, because those games are
They are.
better.
So it is hard to sneak it in to say a top 10, but it's right up there with the rest of them. And like Phil said, it's a movie game, which has notoriously bad reputation on the system.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, there
look
weren't
at
good Batman
any of
games,
the other. What's
you know,
that?
for a long time. There weren't good Batman games
No.
for a long time.
So
until
maybe that's
Arkham.
why. Like, right? Yeah, the Arkham series was incredible. That, you know, those are still some of the. I think me and you talked about that before.
Mhm.
How
Yeah,
close
there
it
was
is
a
to-
long period though where the games were like not good at all.
No.
So that probably hurts its value.
Yeah, it did. It was actually the earlier games, like that Batman one. There was I think, The Adventures of Batman and Robin for the Super Nintendo, which is based off the animated series TV show.
I think
which
that
is
was
a
one of the
great
worst
game.
games ever.
We must be thinking about you're thinking about Batman and Robin based off the movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
yeah.
is one of the worst games
Oh,
ever.
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, that one was basically Mortal Kombat 2 meets side-scrolling platformer, if that makes sense.
No, now
It-
you did it.
Yeah,
No,
You did it now.
Zohar, I apologize for
Oh.
Anonymous on that one.
not bashing Mortal Kombat 2, but it just
Oh Lord.
Just make
There
that
we go.
clear.
I just
Yeah. No,
I
no,
have
no.
no part in Mike right now. Okay, so
it doesn't work out as a Batman game.
Did everyone
I think the
notice the
Sega-
new logo? You have a new logo, right, for AA?
oh yeah, Arcades Anonymous. So I'm like, what I wanted to do for the Discord channel and for this is to move it off of like Outrun the Neon Sun. I don't want it to be on me, right? I want it to be Arcades Anonymous, its own entity. And you know who made that was Joel, who was on earlier. He's just like, hey,
Nice.
I'll make you a logo. And I was like,
Awesome.
this is pretty sweet. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
it looks
kind of-
good.
I'm kind of partial to the Neon Sun still. And he's like, I can do that. I can work with that. So, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. Zohar says, how dare you?
Everything has a sun on Neon the Outrun Sun.
Yes, everything, even our backgrounds. Always, you got to do that. I mean, I'm
You need wallpaper that has the sun.
yeah, I
I
do.
feel like I shouldn't have picked such a dark game. Then Batman is just so. That's why the Batman sprite is purple and blue. I don't know if you
Yeah.
noticed that, not
Mhm.
black, because
Yeah. Well, sweet, Mike. So what you're gonna do when you bring this up? Now you kind of are holding yourself accountable. You got to actually give more of a detail into this on your own channel, right? That's what you're kind of thinking about doing.
yeah. So actually, I'm gonna probably upload a video tonight. This past weekend, me and a buddy of mine played somewhat through the first few stages of Batman. If anybody wants to see a little bit more gameplay, we had a couple of adult beverages, so there's probably some pretty funny commentary that's going to be taking place. All PG, of course, But yeah, if you want to go see the first few stages of Batman and hear two dummies talk nonsense, then yeah, I'll be
Cleveland-
uploading a video later.
Premiere tonight.
Cleveland,
All right.
Cleveland, Ohio. What? I don't know what you're talking about. No, but Brooklyn Miz, can you cut it down in length 75%? What is MG talking about? My intro? Are you talking about my intro, Brooklyn? That'd be sweet. All right. So we got Phil's, uplifting update, which is awesome. We got Mike's NES. Now I got a favor to someone asked me to show a video, and this is Papa Brad asked me to show a video, and I'm not gonna. This is probably gonna be the only time that I'm gonna do this, but I kind of want to say that right now. But I do want to encourage him. He's going to the Waybacks arcade show, or not arcade show, but arcade tour. And so here's Papa Brad talking a little bit about his tour. He sent me this video earlier, so let's watch this.
This is Papa Brad's Gaming with a quick preview video of my latest adventure, a return to the Waybacks arcade. If you remember, this was the awesome arcade that was once an A&P supermarket, the largest arcade in the South. I can't wait. Let's go check it out.
All right, thanks, Papa Brad. I appreciate that. I thought that was pretty fire. His music, he kind of got some fire music in there. But I know he's having a good time tonight going to the Waybacks. So I want to see some more footage on your channel, Brad, for sure. I do want to. Let's circle back a little bit. Okay, so we were talking with Phil about kind of some Arcade 1-Up stuff earlier, and I wonder. So you guys are. Who here is 100% certain that they're going to be doing Fast and Furious on the 20th?
I will probably
Yeah,
buy it on day one.
Not 100%.
100%.
The only thing that's going to hold me back from getting it is if it only has one game and it has no online.
Yeah.
We're
it's
getting
gonna have
online
two games.
leaderboards, and we have more than one game. I'm getting it.
It's got 2 games on it. It's in the U.S. It hit the stores 2 days ago. So I wouldn't even be surprised if Phil shows up with it next week.
You know what?
I'm being serious because Arcade 1-Up is supposed to announce it and say you can go buy it now at your favorite store. But I have a feeling Best Buy and Walmart or whoever gets the exclusive on this one's going to have it on the shelf.
Dude,
before
don't
that.
say that, Steven. Don't say that because now Phil's going to be going every single hour for the next.
Well, if you see more of his cabinets getting sold, you'll know why.
Tomorrow is?
I'm with Biggie. I'm buying this day one as long as it's not
Really?
from Arcade 1-Up. Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what tomorrow is? A new billing cycle.
Oh my God.
Got it all
I think it's
figured
going to
out.
be Best Buy and direct to consumer on the Arcade 1-Up website is what it's looking like.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm
right,
glad.
Phil.
I'm glad
Yeah,
Biggie's
let's
here.
do
He's
it.
like the
Let's
only
do it.
serious one who's like a professional. He's like, no, actually, guys, you're idiots. This is what's happening.
I just try to pay attention to everything, and I try to take in as much as I can, and then that way I can relay that information over on my channel and through live streams like this. But pretty much every day I'm paying attention to this stuff. I don't know about you guys.
I just kind of mess around and don't pay attention to anything, not even my wife. That's why I get in trouble. So I don't know. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn, but I appreciate that, Daniel.
What do we think the price is? $5.99?
$7.99 or $6.99.
Yeah.
$7.99 is
$7.99 for
deep.
2 games.
$4.99.
You think $4.99?
It's a deluxe cabinet. Same thing.
I know, but if but the pedal and the steering wheel. So because Star Wars was $5.99, so that's why I think it's $5.99.
If it's $5.99, anything higher, I wouldn't buy it. It's not worth it.
So for $6.99, you're not doing it.
Nope.
Here's the thing:
because
is
in
everything.
2 months it'll be $4.99.
Well, that's
Yes.
That is true.
you know what drives me is Star Wars is still available.
Yep.
Yeah.
Marvel, you can still get Marvel versus Capcom too. It's not like it was the last time things sold out, like the first Golden Tee. That sells out. Golden Tee 3D comes out, and it's still available.
Yeah.
You can get Killer Instinct Pro too, and supposedly that was
Yeah.
flying off the shelf too.
Yeah, well, I guess you have that FOMO that everybody has, like Phil, and so I think it's difficult. I'm kidding, Phil, but I think it's difficult. What's up?
It's tough when you see it at a store. I mean, when you're standing in front of it, it's tough. Try walking away from it.
I think it's that tough. My wallet doesn't think it's that tough. I don't know. I encouraged people in one of my videos a while ago when I was like, look, you guys don't. I personally wouldn't buy anything or pre-order anything until I actually see a review, right? That's kind of where I'm at right now with these things. Like I saw your review, Phil, on the Mortal Kombat Deluxe. That's the only reason why I went to Best Buy that day on a total whim. It was there in front of my face, right? And I was
The good thing is Best Buy has a really good return policy. So if you buy this one, it's easy to return it. So if you have a problem. I'm definitely going to take a chance on this one. I've not done that previously. I've paid, half price or less for my Arcade 1-Ups. But this one, I'm willing to pay full price because the graphics, I don't have a racer yet. And I just feel like this is next level for Arcade 1-Up from anything we've seen before.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm just laughing at BCB right now. It says Phil is the guy who gets his wallet fleeced at the strip club. I wanted to say no, but you should have.
No, that's how I have so much money. You don't go to the strip club.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Hey Dan, I just sent you in our little chat there. I sent you the Fast and the Furious in the US graphic. If you want to show that, or it's not a graphic; it's the actual screening of the. Yeah,
Gotcha.
well, everybody has it. So.
Okay. Yes, I will do that right now.
Yeah, because this game, it came out in 2004, I believe it was. And have they ever done a title that's come out that late?
I don't think so. No, not yet. But okay, so we have the Fast and Furious arcade video games, purchase order, but they only have 338 piece count. But I'm assuming that there's going to be several of these containers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder how many they're going to have. That's an interesting question.
I don't think it's going to sell as much as only the guys with nostalgia. Like I grew up in that era when Fast and Furious came out. My car was decked out like that. We had car clubs. We sat at Walmart and Regal Cinemas with the lights underneath the cars, racing up and down I mean, that was the scene that that's what makes this cabinet special to me, because it's a piece of my childhood, separate from the arcades.
Interesting.
You know, so bringing that together, Biggie, I don't know if that's kind of your same scene too, is why you.
Yeah, I've
really
never had
want
a car like that, or I've never, put the muffler and all that on a. I've always had a truck or an SUV, so I like the movies, but I'm a big fan of Cruisin'. I'm a big fan of that series. It's very similar. It looks like in gameplay,
It is.
game mechanics.
Yeah.
Definitely different cars, different. What's going on in the game is different, but the racing seems pretty similar, and that's what I like.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at some of these comments. I'm trying to pay attention, Daniel, I promise. But the racing, okay, so for the Buy Stuff Arcades, Phil, you got that. And you're so in love with your Ridge Racer cabinet right now because of that, right?
Yeah, big time. My favorite cabinet.
Yeah, he's being sarcastic.
What I'm afraid of, did
out.
I cut you off? Are you?
No, go ahead.
What I'm afraid of with Fast and Furious, the only thing is, what if it has a marquee like Ridge Racer, if it's a sticker?
Yeah, but does that make or break for the game?
Well, if that's the only con I can take from that image. It just kind of looks like the top of Ridge Racer.
Will it flicker? Asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. That's all.
Just little context for the people who are watching right now in our chat. We always hang out for about 30 minutes before, and Phil couldn't focus and concentrate because his camera was actually at a different angle, and Ridge Racer was behind him, and he was just really struggling because it was really bothering him. So
it's flickering.
The marquee is probably the most important thing. Forget the games, but if it's got a cool marquee, Phil is on it.
Yeah. That's the first thing you see when you turn it on.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
Speaking of marquees,
I can live without a marquee. I've got some lit, some not.
You and Phil, or you and Mike had a competition, and you supposedly won. But I pointed out to Mike, your marquee was not lit.
It's lit. It totally is lit.
It was not lit in that picture, because if you look,
you made me think I lost.
If you look at Mike's is lit. Yours is not lit.
Tell you what. Why don't we just? I think the biggest question on everybody's mind right now, and we got about 50 of us in the chat. I appreciate this, guys, but Phil, I think everybody wants to know who you love more, Mike or myself.
Yeah, we got to get that answer.
It's a tie. I mean, you have no idea.
Wow.
Oh, that is such a cop.
Wow.
That's a cop out.
I don't like you anymore. That's fine. You can be.
And no screw covers. Don't forget, Brooklyn Menace said no screw covers.
Ooh.
Yes, no, that is totally true. That is true.
Wow.
You
There's
cheated.
no-
Was it even really there? It was just a picture. You didn't even get it.
If anyone in the chat has put together a deluxe with the screw caps and an MVSX, the MVSX screw caps, like this, your thumb just feels like it's gonna break.
Mike Worley,
like
is that
Mike?
a character you're playing, or is that just you in those videos?
Mike won. That's it.
Yeah, that's just me. I'm just angry all the time.
No, Phil. I mean,
That was pretty good, though. I liked it.
But Phil, you can probably drive a nail with your finger through wood.
No,
So
the
come on,
MVSX, that was a killer getting those in there. It's like, oh my, they went in so easy on the deluxe.
Hopefully the first one you didn't push right through the cabinet expecting resistance.
He's got soft hands.
There's a hole in his little.
He's got lots of lotion. Come
It's
on.
like Danielson with the hammer and Karate Kid too. 1, 2.
Yep. Okay. I like it. And it came with screw cap covers.
Those things he threw away. What are these?
Yeah. What are these red
And there
things?
were extra ones in there. Toxin, you have Mortal Kombat too. There were extra caps in there, which was good.
Yeah, I got
That's
3.
cool. Yeah, they always
Yeah.
give you extras of everything, it seems like.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so I want to do this. BCB reminds you, Phil, you can use tools. If you
Rubber mallet for the win.
That takes the fun out of it.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, this just got so. Okay, all right. I want to go and I want to do this because I know you guys just love this so much, but it's my thing, so we're gonna deal with it. We're just gonna do it. Okay. All right.
How retro are you?
All right, you guys ready? Are you ready for how retro are you? Steve, you excel at this. Let me just say that. You just excel. So you better win. What? I'm calling you out, man. Come on, you gotta do this. And then I don't think I
Jeez,
have
way
any-
to put the pressure on me. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Although I don't know who won last time. Who won last time?
I feel like Andy
Andy
from Andy's game room, didn't he?
Yeah, because it's been 2 weeks since we've
Yeah.
done it. Andy might have won.
Yeah,
I think he did win.
yeah,
I only
good
got
call.
one right, I think.
All right, so you guys know 80s bands, right? And people in the chat, please, I'm so retro, MG says. Steven, I work fast, huh? What's up, panel and chat? When is the tourney going off on marking? We should film it, all of us, of how horrible we are. And no one's going to ever want to watch us again. Okay, so which of these was not a real band in the 1980s? The, Kajagoogoo, Bananarama, or the Plain Janes?
Bananarama.
Number 2.
Number 1, I think.
Kajagoogoo?
Number 2.
Todd won. It's the. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No one's won. It's Plain Jane.
Plain Jane.
Really?
That sounds like a real name.
It does.
Kajagoogoo.
Yeah,
Yeah, Plain Jane's MG says. So he got that one. So MG wins. I have red
No,
hair.
don't give that guy anything.
He won. He totally won. I have. Who's this? I have red hair and a smoky voice. I love my honey bunny. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Really?
No idea.
Give us
Jessica
more.
Rabbit? Jessica
Give us-
Rabbit? Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Ah.
Yeah, every guy's like,
I should
oh,
know that, too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. That was
MG got it again.
MG.
He's Googling it. Don't pay him.
He's cheating, huh?
I think they're behind. I don't know. We get that late, so I think he's actually pretty quick. Which one of the following is not a WWF wrestler? Okay, Mike, let's do this. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, George the Animal Steel, Jack the Ripper Upper.
Jack the Ripper Upper. You don't even have to read no more.
Wow.
Who's the fourth one?
Take that. Take that.
Wow.
MG.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka. He was a real wrestler too. So yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Jack the Ripper Upper. Which one of the following was not a host of Yo MTV Raps? Fab Five Freddy, LL Cool J, Ed Lover, or Dr. Dre?
Bad 5.
Dr. Dre.
I was going to say Dr. Dre.
I'm going to say Dr. Dre.
What are you gonna say, Phil? You said Fab Five?
Yeah.
No. Okay. What do you say, Daniel?
Dr. Dre.
LL Cool J.
Really? You think
Yeah, we
LL
all
would have
said.
been the host?
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, everybody's saying in MG was wrong. Okay, MG was wrong. You get some
Oh, yeah.
minus. I think Brooklyn might have been the first one to get that. Okay.
My wife's messaging me, telling me, duh, it was Jessica the Rabbit. Duh.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, she's going to Cleveland too, right? Your whole family?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, cool. I want to meet them. All right. So, what links these three clues together? Odie, John, and lasagna.
Garfield.
Who was the first one on that one?
Mike.
It was like the same time.
Okay. All right. If you set a VHS tape to record in long play or LP mode, roughly how many hours could you record?
8 hours.
Daniel says 8. Todd, what do you say?
Wasn't that long.
I was thinking 3. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I
going
was going
3.
to say 2.5.
Okay. Steve?
Dan might, or Biggie might be right.
I'm going to say, I'm
I,
going to say,
I
it's
don't know.
like,
I'm just guessing,
I
really.
think it's like 2 hours or
4.
4.
is it
4
4
hours. Yeah, 4 hours.
for LP?
Who in the chat? Everybody guessed 6, 8.
Yeah,
no,
6
No one
to
got that
8.
right. Yeah. For LP mode, 4 hours. In this, everybody's like going to be Googling it. No, that's wrong. You need to specify the tape. That's what MG says. Oh, come on. Don't be a sore loser, MG. Come on. All right. In his classic arcade game, what does Donkey Kong ask you before starting each level?
Oh.
Oh, really? No,
I'm shocked.
I kind of am, but I have no followers, dude. I just started it. What was
I
it?
have
What
no
was the
clue.
name of it? No clue?
No.
Donkey Kong doesn't talk.
Are you going to
anymore.
give
Yeah, I
us some
didn't think he talked,
options?
did he?
How high can you get?
Ah,
How high can you get? It's written, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I think it is.
Okay, well, that was a trick question because
Was
you
kind of.
said something.
I got some whiners. I like it.
Come
All
on,
right.
guys. Back me up on it. Did he do or did he not?
That was confused.
Technical question.
Technical.
I'm
question.
confused easily, though.
Yeah, but see, Andy got it. It's not too hard. How high can you climb?
He just
Carlo
Googled
says. He just Googled. All right, so this is a double or nothing, okay? So what popular beverage company launched a popular clothing brand that featured a line of rugby shirts?
Abercrombie and Finch.
Nope.
Did you say FUBU?
You said soft drink company.
Oh.
Beverage company. Abercrombie
Not
and
a
Fitch.
kid.
Was it Pepsi?
Nope. Let's try the
Coca-Cola.
other one. It's Coca-Cola. Okay,
Ah,
who
it's
originally
Coca-Cola.
designed those rugby shirts? You guys aren't going to know. Fine. Tommy Hilfiger. All right. It's the number of gigawatts needed. Everybody in the chat will know this.
1.21.
Yeah,
One-
1.21.
What the hell is a gigawatt?
Apparently, it's what Jong uses inside the Arcade for the audio.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Because my audio covers say 1.21
Does it say 1.21 gigawatt?
1.21 gigawatt.
You had a flux capacitor, man. That thing would...
Open the back. I think it does say it in there.
Hold on. I love it. I got to say this. Nooner says Budweiser. I just think that's hilarious. That's too much going on right now.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so you guys gotta,
Look at Mike.
you each have one guess. All right, you have one guess. What is this? Okay, I'll keep your papers organized. I'm brightly colored with fun themes, and I have 3 rings enclosed with a Velcro flap.
Trapper Keeper.
Trapper
Yeah,
Keeper.
Trapper
Yeah.
Keeper.
Mike,
Oh man, I
got
had so many of those.
Same here.
I got like 3 of them now.
I had
When
some-
you first read it, I thought it was the little word paper clip that jumped around in the 90s and
Oh yeah,
on your.
but these
and
are,
then
these are
you're-
80s. These are all 80s questions.
You ever see that guy on Instagram? He's got like it's his every day. It's like it's all 80s stuff. It could be
Hey,
toys.
Dan, can you
Yeah.
pull up some pictures of Trapper Keepers? I want to see
Hey-
some of these. These things
Hey
were
Phil,
amazing
you're
back
giving
in the day.
away Dan's source for all these questions.
Well,
I-
you gotta.
uh,
It's cool. Like
Not-
he's
that's
got
not-
everything from the 80s.
Trapper Keeper. All right, let's
There's
see.
you have
more
one of
to
those
the
$90
80s than
books,
video
don't you,
games.
Dan?
Yeah, no.
One of those
I wasn't a
$90
sucker.
hardbound.
I wasn't a sucker to buy that stuff. Yeah, so these are the Trapper Keepers. You can buy for like $15 now.
Yeah.
Dude, I
They
miss
still
my
sell 'em.
Trapper
If-
Keeper.
If they had these in neon sun, I might think
I
about
mean, they're
it.
pretty close.
They
That's
have
all
one,
I'm
Dan.
saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh my gosh, I'm so tempted to get this. I had no
15
idea.
bucks.
$15.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
why I've got 3 of them now.
Dude,
They
we
must
paid
have been like $3 or
$500 for toys. Okay,
Oh,
we
dude,
paid
I-
$15
If
actually.
my
like
wife
a
is
second
watching, turn off the stream right now.
Oh, that's awesome. Actually, $15 is like a pretty good Sega Genesis game. I'm gonna hold off on that. I'll say that right now. What song did Madonna perform at the first ever MTV Awards in 1984?
Vogue.
Like,
Nope, not Vogue.
I figured. I just threw it out there because it's one of her popular ones.
isn't it like a version?
Like a Virgin.
That would have
Yep,
been my second guess.
that
I
is
never
it.
really listened to Madonna, so I
No,
can't
you're a
answer that.
huge fan. You and
Or
Taylor
Horse
Swift.
Soul.
Come on, you and T Swift, Daniel. Come on.
Wait, can we go back to the Trapper Keeper thing? Can you get like the cool folders for it too? Because we used to trade them in grade school.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like they come in the actual Trapper Keeper.
no, they're janky ones. They're just like solid blue and solid.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not cool.
Yeah.
Some of them had basketballs and soccer balls, and then they did like animals,
Michael Jordan.
like lions and tigers,
Tiger.
and, stuff.
Yeah.
and zebras.
Yeah, I think I do remember that. And
There,
Bears.
there were some really cool ones back in the day.
Dude, Staples is where it's at. They're bringing it back. That's pretty outstanding.
Everyone's on that nostalgia train.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on Amazon. It's even cheaper.
There you go. Okay. All right. Way to one up me, Steve. That's cool.
Hey, you
Not
just
mine
keep
in 2
talking.
days.
You just keep talking. I'm shopping right now, right?
I just want to call it MG. He says, "Man, I love Madonna. I spent a lot of time alone with her."
Why do you?
What's he mean, guys?
You needed a folder with Tiffany Amber Thieves. Oh, isn't she what? Wasn't she 90210?
No, that
Saved
was,
by the
well, yeah,
Bell,
oh yeah,
Kelly.
she was
Saved by
on
the
there.
Bell.
Yeah,
Saved by the- yeah, Saved by the Bell.
she was
Oh,
she was Kelly and Saved by the Bell, but she was on 90210 as Valerie.
glorious, glorious. Okay, what popular line of watches was introduced? We're gonna move on real quick. What popular line of watches was introduced in 1983? Came with watch guards. and
Fossil.
came with every imaginable-
Swatch.
Swatch. What did you say, Daniel?
Uh,
Didn't you say something, Daniel?
I said fossil.
Oh,
I remember
Fossil.
those being pretty big.
Yeah,
But that might have been early 2000.
yeah. Baywatch Trapper Keeper. What pesky character did Domino's Pizza really want us to avoid?
The Noid.
Noid.
The Noid. Good.
Mhm.
The Noid. All right. It's the number of Cameron's jersey, the number on Cameron's jersey in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
7.
Not 7.
0.
Yeah, I think he's 0.
Nope.
0.
82.
Nope.
47.
Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my gosh! Even the chat room, we
Gosh,
said
it was
69.
a Detroit Red Wings jersey. What number was it?
Yeah, it was a Detroit Red Wings jersey. You
Would
guys
have been
aren't getting it.
19.
You know everybody's not looking on Google now because they're all
Wait.
wrong.
My eyes are.
Would it be
9?
91? 91?
It's 9.
9. Gordon
Nine.
Is it
Howe.
9?
I was close at 7.
Yeah, you were close at 7. You're close. Okay. Let's do the math, 80s style. All right. So the number of Huxtable kids plus the number of Drummond kids. You guys remember that?
Wait, repeat the question.
So you have to add the number of Huxtable kids from the Cosby Show and the number of Drummond kids from Different Strokes.
9.
8.
10.
Who said 8?
I did.
Nice. 8 is the winner. Yeah, 8.
Good bastard.
Yeah, I think who got that first was Console Fanboy.
Yeah, it looks like Zohar at 8.
Yeah, he did. Okay, so let's play Spot the Poser, which was not a Richard Simmons exercise video. And I think Mike's going to get this one.
Let me look at my
the
collection.
oldies.
Hold on.
Do you have an NES version of this, Mike? I mean, that's what I want to know. I mean,
I was like, you got the wrong crowd here.
Yeah, I know. All right, Daniel, this one's for you then. Okay, so sweating to the oldies. No its, ands, or buts.
Definitely one.
Party off the pounds or the booty boogie.
Party off the pounds.
Come on, Daniel, you got to win it for us here.
Party off the pounds.
Nope.
Oh, geez.
No, my mom did that show. What are you talking about, man? She was so into this guy for some reason. Now you know why I turned out the way I did. But
No ifs, ands, or buts would have been.
that would have been your guess, Steve.
That probably would have been mine, just because it sounded funny.
Dude, that's glorious. No ifs, ands, or buts. No, it's the booty boogie.
Buddy,
Booty
buddy.
boogie. All
I
right.
thought that
Can you say that one more time?
Andy's game room got that, I think, first. The booty boogie.
Yeah.
All right, I only got 2 more. Okay. Which kids show ended each episode with a song, It's Such a Good Feeling?
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Hey, you're good.
Yes.
Who
All
got that?
What's up?
He's a Pittsburgh guy, man. I had to get that.
We need to get you on a game show. You probably win.
Someone says Andy's game room has him on Laserdisc. I love it. All the sweating to the oldies. Oh, I love it. So, Mo, I want to call you out. You're going to be on next week, but it's funny because every time everybody like talks about Mo, they're like, "Mo's the man. Mo's awesome." You know, like when he comes in and he gets all excited. He's like, "Dude, I'm just a guy." LOL. Like, you gotta say something else, Mo. That's kind of boring, bro. You gotta say something else, like, "Yeah, I pretty much am the only man in this room," or something like that. But, anyways, what group sang the song "Manic Monday"? This is Double or Nothing. Just another man.
I know the
Nick
song.
Monday.
I can't remember. I don't know.
Not sure.
I
You should
wish
give
it
us
was
options.
Sunday.
Okay, Phil, that's enough.
Okay. You got me going. You got me
Karaoke.
excited about it.
Past is coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
All right, come on. No one knows the Bengals.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it.
Oh, the Bengals.
I would have thought you guys would have guessed Bananarama or something like that, or the Go-Go's, but yeah, the Bengals. So you don't know who wrote that one?
Could have been the B-52s.
That's true. Love Shack. From Love Shack days. That's cool. It was Prince who wrote that. So, all right, guys, there wasn't too many like retro questions in there, but I like I said, I have this game that I pull all these from,
Yep.
and it's just glorious. Johnny and the
Some
Jabronis.
of those are a little too old for me. Being born in '82, there was only certain music I could listen to, but I used to have this little cassette player I would walk around in preschool, and I had a Top Gun tape in there. That Top Gun tape was so badass.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like it. That's good. That's good. All right. So I do want to do this. Well, I was going to say we'll end on that, but no, I want a little bit of a debate here before we end. And if you guys need to take off, go ahead and feel taking off. I know the chat, we're kind of going on a little long. I apologize, but we can. So we're going to.
Yeah.
But I have a question for you guys, for the panel. Actually, let's do a little debate. We'll partner off. Okay. So we'll do Mike and Phil because they love each other. So what is a better game in your guys' opinion? Super Mario Brothers or Sonic the Hedgehog?
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, go with Super Mario.
Oh my gosh. That was
Sonic's close, but Mario, come on.
Yeah,
Mario's
it is.
a classic.
It is.
It's a classic, but I mean, really? You guys think that Super Mario Brothers 2 is better than Sonic?
Wait. Narrow it down. Give him a Super Mario Brothers game
Super Mario
versus
Brothers.
a Sonic game.
All right, let's do Super Mario Brothers 1, right, which is the classic, versus Sonic 2. Let's do Sonic 2.
Sonic 2.
Oh, Tails.
Oh man.
I'd still have to go with Mario. If they were sitting right beside each other and I had to pick one up, that's probably the one I'd pick up first.
I'm going to side with you, Dan. I'm more of a Sega guy, but when it comes to that, you got to go Mario. It's the first Mario game.
Yeah, I didn't really get into Mario till the second one. The first one was fun, but it came with the NES, and it just, for whatever reason, I didn't appreciate it enough, I guess.
Huh.
So I would go with Sonic over Mario 1 and 2, but 3, best one of all.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
3 was a game changer.
Yeah, it totally was. I agree with that. But I'm going to have to say Sonic myself, too. Okay, Fast and Furious or Sega Rally?
Sega Rally.
Sega Rally for sure. Why?
Just like Sega. I'm just a fan of Sega.
Ooh, Garage Gamer just dropped a bomb and said Sonic has the better movies, however.
Oh wow.
That's debatable too.
Yeah.
That is debatable. The new Mario movie was pretty
Yeah.
top notch. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's
I'm seeing it tomorrow. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
no spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah,
Worth every penny.
the chat says Fast and Furious. Mario 3 is the GOAT. I'll be sure to join Discord. Oh, be sure to join Discord, guys. Yeah, that's for sure. If you guys can see that pinned comment. Weez says Sega Rally. Sam says Sega Rally. I don't know. I mean, I actually saw Sega Rally for the first time. I never played it in the arcades, and I actually saw it on sale, like a full-on 2-person seater for what was it, $400, guys? Was that what?
5. You were gonna buy it, right?
Yeah, I was gonna buy it, but
Yeah.
it just got massive.
Was that 1995?
Well, there was a first release in 94, and then they had an online version in 2011.
Oh,
So
wow.
we would need to get the online version.
Huh. Yeah, I love Sega Rally. I love the dirt a little bit more. It's just more of an open feel to the actual racing game itself. But Fast and Furious is tons of fun too. I mean, obviously it's super popular.
Yeah, I'm going
All
with
right.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
here's-
cruising, you know.
Here's an easy one for you guys. What's better? Super Mario 64 or Zelda Link to the Past?
Mario
Zelda,
64.
Link to the Past.
So
Oh come on.
Link to the Past might be the greatest game ever.
Yeah,
Might
Link
be.
to the Past.
One of them.
I agree.
One of them. All right. What about Super Mario World versus Ocarina of Time?
Ooh, that's tough,
Ooh.
Super Mario World.
man. Yeah, probably Super Mario World. But that book you said that Super Mario was number 1. Ocarina of Time had to be number 2.
No, I think it was like 4 or 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably because of the difficulty level. But yeah, you got to
Yeah.
go Super Mario World. I mean, I hate to say
Ocarina
that,
of Time
but
is
I'm
so
a
good,
Zelda
though.
fan, but yeah.
Now, I've
Yeah.
only played Ocarina of Time on my 3DS, so I probably have a biased opinion.
Probably. Yeah, your opinion doesn't count, so don't even vote.
I haven't gotten the full experience.
It's honestly Ocarina of Time. I played that more than I played Super Mario World because Super Mario World is pretty easy in some regards. Like it kind of is so much fun. I mean, they're great, but Ocarina of Time was just a challenge to me. I loved it. It's easier too, but okay. So what about Street Fighter 2 or Mortal Kombat besides Zohar?
Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter
Mortal
2.
Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal
Come
Kombat.
Fighter
on.
2. So how many Street Fighter 2s do we have?
Yeah, I want to hear what the chat says. Street Fighter 2 or Mortal Kombat 2?
Neither KI. That's cool.
And who's
I'm
got a
going to
better
say Street
soundtrack?
Fighter. I'm going to say Street Fighter 2 Turbo because that's what me and my brother got first on the Super Nintendo back when he had it.
Was that the first one on the Super Nintendo?
I think it was because they had Street Fighter 2 and then they had the Turbo, and I remember him getting that, and that's what we just played. Like, so for nostalgia purposes, not because it's a better game, I'm gonna go with that.
You know, it's funny. Garage Gaming says more Zohar in chat. Oh, the kind of fear, Zohar. I love it. That's pretty hilarious. For me, like, I thought that the combination of moves, and please forgive me for this, I just felt like you're saying, Steve, like the Turbo or Super or even World Warriors, like I feel like I could do more. It was quicker. It felt quicker and more fun to me. Now, if I was going to compare like the newer ones, I love Third Strike is probably one of my favorites of all time, right? Street Fighter.
Yeah, I would have to say that's been my favorite. Yeah. I didn't really get to start playing Third Strike until I got my modded Raspberry Pi arcade one up. But when I started playing it on there, it's now my favorite. But back in the day when it was released, it wasn't that popular.
Oh, now Ford's he's just asking for it now. He just wants a knockout, drag out affair here.
Yeah, yeah. It happens. But yeah, have you seen Zohar when he gets pissed? Not running me on sun. It's okay. You're wrong. I totally probably am. That's fine. But it's personal preference, right? So this isn't an absolute truth. But it is. It's personal preference. You know, do you like blood or do you like cartoons?
I think that's why I like Mortal Kombat, because my mom didn't want me playing it when I was a kid because of the blood. So it drew me to the game.
Yeah.
Who remembers the Super Nintendo version?
Yes.
I have it.
It didn't have the blood.
It's green.
Yeah. It was green. I was just going to say.
Or you could put the code in to make it.
Biggie, what did you get your first Sega? How old were you? Because you didn't have it when you were younger.
See, I didn't. I did get a Genesis later on, but it was very late in the Genesis lifespan. And but I had Super Nintendo majority of my time growing up.
So with the Sega Genesis, what did you play on there? What were your games you remember the most?
Sonic 2 was my favorite. I remember getting Sonic 2, and then Sonic Spinball, the pinball version of Sonic. Yeah. I tried to go back and play it recently. It's so laggy. It's so slow.
You got to play it on the Saturn.
Okay, they have a Saturn version.
There's another. What's the other one that was like the 3D World of Sonic, where you're kind of going through it? That was pretty good. I played that on Saturn. I thought the Saturn was really good.
What do you think about the new Switch one though, Sonic Frontiers?
I like that one.
Played that.
Yeah, but Mario Odyssey versus Sonic Frontiers.
Oh, Odyssey, hands down.
Totally, 100%.
Hands down.
Yeah. Sam says this. What's up, B? Sorry, I wasn't saying hi, buddy. Go eat some dinner, man. I know that's so important. We'll talk later. Actually, B, hit me up when you're done with dinner, okay? If you're still watching this, I need to get you something. RoboCop versus Terminator. What do you guys think?
RoboCop.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, RoboCop.
I mean, I don't know. I love RoboCop. Okay, let's do this last one then, because everybody's kind of like, I don't know, but Missile Command or Galaga?
Galaga.
Okay, there's unity in that one for sure. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much. I mean, we could continue to. I was gonna play the Jack Black Peach video of Peaches, but I won't.
That song was in my head for like a day or two, but it's gone away.
Okay, well maybe
let's bring it back.
Well, if you would have been here in the pre-show when he played it, you'd be sitting here. You'd have it in your head again.
What are you talking
finally got it out of our heads.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I mean, I think it's important that we
Dead or Alive was a great game.
Absolute.
I had that on Dreamcast.
Oh, he's gonna do it. Oh no, he's gonna do it.
Yeah,
no.
Here we go.
No.
It's only like a minute 35.
I'm watching viewers drop off as we speak.
Oh, man.
Oh, there it goes.
Understand.
Oh man.
I'm on the love.
Get paid for
You're probably gonna get a copyright.
Yeah, just play like 15 seconds of it.
Well, I've never seen the movie. I can't do that. I haven't seen the movie yet, and that's painful right there.
Jack Black.
Yes, that was a
It's
RoboCop.
You guys remember that movie Orange County?
Yeah,
that is a great movie. He's in that.
Mm.
That was like one of his first movies.
That was
Tom Hanks' kid is in that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good movie.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That's one of my favorite movies by Jack Black.
Orange County.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's so good in that movie.
Yeah, he's had a lot of good stuff. He's done a lot of nice pause. Jack Black spread eagle. That's how I try to roll. Okay, so next week, Moat's coming on. I think we're gonna have chaotic BPR. We got a couple guys, but you guys are always welcome. Thanks, Daniel. I know, and Steve, you guys kind of took some time off of your busy schedule. Thanks, Todd, for joining us. Daniel's going to be kind of coming on a little bit more, if that's cool, Daniel. I know I want to get you a segment so you can fight with Phil on the news and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll figure something out, and I'll have some regular content for the show each week.
Sounds good. Sounds good. But everybody in the chat, thank you so much for kind of stopping by and saying hi and being a part of this. So we hadn't done it for 2 weeks. I was out on vacation, so I apologize, but it's been a huge blessing to get back and involved with you guys. So we'll see you guys next week. We're putting out some video content, so please like and watch, and we'll go from there. Maybe I'll be able to hit 1,000 subs soon, and we'll be able to give a ton of stuff away.
And there's an iArcade up for grabs for your 1,000 subs.
Yeah, there's an iArcade. There's a Switch.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
To Die For mods.
Decided for, yeah.
Yeah, To Die For. Like I said, there's a Switch control deck. There's a couple things that you bought, Phil, and I think King Zarkon actually bought something else as well. And I know there might be a few more. I'll get some stuff. So it's just
You're only like 150 shy, aren't you?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen the last. I think it's somewhere around there. Yeah. Which
Maybe you could get MG to solicit everybody. You might be able to do it in 24 hours. I'm just saying.
Yeah, 150 could come quick if you get the right people, pushing for it.
Well, I mean, I don't want to do it just to do it, right? I want to do it because people like it.
Here, Dan, how about this? All right, you get 1,000 subs. I'll open this 30-year-old cereal.
Who was the manufacturer of that?
Oh man,
Ralston. Yep.
Ralston.
And you know what? It came with
that's probably so good.
Bank.
Oh, man.
Nice.
I'll eat it live. The whole box.
It's the afternoon cereal.
Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Who had cereal every day after school? Like when you come home,
Yeah.
you'd eat cereal. Like that was
It's funny. You'll
every
probably
day.
open it up. It'll be one big brick.
It probably would.
Don't you dare! I won't even. Don't eat that. You don't.
Ralston.
There was someone who did that and got super sick. So
Really?
Yeah, they got really.
I
sick.
don't want to do that.
Yeah, but you got to get
We should
30-year-old milk.
open it and see what it looks like.
Yeah, no.
I'm curious.
They were the bat shapes, right? It was the
Yeah. I know you'll never be able to see them, but it's basically Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch, but
in the shape
Batman
of a
logo.
bat.
Can you get any 80s cereal milk too? I mean, that would be great.
Oh, yeah.
Or Console Fanboy says, "Please don't. You have a kid, dude."
Yeah.
You think it'll kill me?
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine? Oh, that's so disgusting. Let's end on that. Not Jack Black spread eagle, not Jack Black spread eagle, but we're gonna end on that. You guys, everybody, like I said, join our Discord channel. We got a bunch of competitions. We got a bunch of like high score things that we're chasing, and we need more people to get involved with us. So we'd love to have you. And it's just a super chill, kind of like what we're doing right now. It's super
And voice chats when we're playing online games. When
Yep.
we're all playing, there's a bunch of channels on there.
Yeah, so you guys are loved. Thanks for joining me, you guys. And until next time, we'll see you guys next time. Until next time, we'll see you guys next time. Does
See
that
y'all
work?
later.
Later.
See ya.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Thank you.